part of the leadership team at Norton Infant and Norton Junior Schools. This short case study video explains how our curriculum approach is to teach knowledge and skills-based content through cross-subject learning expeditions that last one school term and are rigorously mapped against the national curriculum. These expeditions are designed around real-world issues to encourage pupils to make positive contributions and initiate change in their communities and further afield. All our expeditions work towards producing a meaningful product that is a culmination of all the children's learning. These products are then shared in the community or even wider.
At Norton, our curriculum is engaging, purposeful, authentic and academically rigorous. It's hard work and complicated to put together, and we're extremely proud of the quality of expedition our children experience. They produce beautiful work, progress academically and become better people. Our teachers work creatively to collaboratively construct the curriculum, keeping our students and staff interested, invested and invigorated.
Our curriculum is knowledge-rich, standards-based and teacher-led, and allows our children to express who they are through their work. Our students work really hard because they enjoy the work, just like we as adults do. Our curriculum is also experience-rich, utilising the community that surrounds us to provide experts that are often only too happy to share their passion with our students and staff. Our children experience more than just the four walls of their classroom. When we construct our curriculum, we ask ourselves, what is powerful knowledge we need to give to our children to enable them to have an impact on the world around them?
Activism really is at the very heart of what we want students to do and what we want students to be. And so all of our expeditions have a product at the end of it. So the learning is focused around acquiring knowledge so that you can do some good with that knowledge and you can create something with that knowledge. If we want our students to be agents for change, for positive social change, what better place to start than outside your own front door, in your own community? And that's still true. So a lot of the work that we do on expeditions is at the heart of it is in our community, the community of Doncaster.
We begin by planning in phase teams, ensuring we rigorously map against the national curriculum, ensuring our children are exposed to above and beyond. As part of our planning process, we consult with field experts both within the XP Trust and beyond. We hold Jeff's Laws meetings where we share our expedition with other staff teams and ask for critique to improve our expeditions before they even begin. This includes mapping out the expedition, writing a narrative, and our staff are expected to make, write or perform the model product. This ensures we have a clear understanding of exactly what we're asking of our children. If it's good enough for our children, it's good enough for us.
All of our expeditions begin with a Hook Week, where the children are involved in building our classroom environment, being immersed in the expedition and discovering the guiding question, such as, how can I be a superhero where I live, which was a Key Stage 1 expedition, and Photographs that Change the World, how can one moment influence our future, which was a Key Stage 2 expedition, focused on significant moments throughout history that have been caught on camera. Following on from this, the children go through 3 case studies, all rigorously mapped against the curriculum standards.
Intertwined through our expeditions are high-quality texts which drive and influence the expedition, such as The Green Ship, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Street Child, War of the Worlds, The Explorer and Kenzook's Kingdom. Our expeditions culminate with a product which will live outside our school walls, which will have an impact on the wider community. This could be a book, a video or a presentation. The key is we make our learning public. Our work is out in the local community, whether that be at the Dana Art Gallery, Campsall Park or on social media platforms. Our children are making a difference to their world right now. The Key Stage 1 expedition, How Can I Be a Superhero Where I Live, focus on art, computing and humanities as the 3 main case studies. The immersion for our expedition was a visit from a comic book artist who shared with the children a book all about a lollipop lady superhero. In addition to this, the children all came dressed as their favourite superheroes on the first day of school. Throughout the expedition, the children met a range of experts such as the mayor, PCSOs, doctors and other inspirational local heroes. As part of the immersion week, the children also helped to build their classroom environments into their very own superhero hideouts. The children thought about all they had learned during the expedition. This enabled the Year 1 children to identify all the people who've had an impact on their local area. Their product was a set of top trumps cards celebrating all of their local heroes. Following on from our fieldwork in and around Norton, the children in Year 2 identified the things they could do to make their community a better place and how they could be better citizens. The children made a comic book demonstrating all of these amazing contributions that they could make to have an impact. This expedition did get interrupted by COVID-19, and this enabled our children to model what they'd been learning about. Children and parents shared lots of photographs and examples of where they'd been able to put being a good citizen into practice and made a real difference on their local area.
The Key Stage 2 expedition, Photographs That Changed the World, focused on history, science and art. Case Study 1 looked at the development of technology and groundbreaking inventions. The focus for the second case study, Fight for Your Rights, focused on key events that were turning points in history in terms of equality for all. And finally, the pupils engaged with the final art case study, where they recreated a significant photograph from the past. During Hook Week, Year 5 and 6 explored some of history's most iconic moments caught on camera. They discovered the development of cameras and photography over time and were visited by a local photographer who provided the pupils with the fascinating stories behind some of the world's most famous photographs. Within this expedition, they also took part in a powerful inclusion and diversity workshop led by a local businessman who engaged the pupils in discussions about Martin Luther King and Rosa Parks, as well as his own experiences of racial inequality throughout his life. To support the funding of the final product, a calendar, the pupils decided to write to local businesses and ask for donations in return for brand advertising within the calendar. The pupils managed to raise over £500 and made valuable links with businesses in the community. Due to the pandemic, we were unable to hold a launch event as originally planned, to which the local businesses and experts would have been invited. However, the pupils created a fantastic video celebrating their learning, and this was shared with everyone involved with the project, as well as parents and carers.
In our trust, we pride ourselves on the quality of our expeditions and the impact our children are having on the world around them. In our trust, we use the language of critique, and if we could reflect on our expeditions, we would say the following. We praise that our expeditions are rigorously mapped to ensure the children are being given the best opportunities possible. We praise that our children are having a real impact on the world from their classrooms. We wonder, how will we enable our staff and children to continue to be creative, to have inventive, impactful expeditions which are focused around real-world issues?